Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Masterclass Marathon on a Sunday. It is Sunday, it is 7 p.m. Always excited to be here with you. As our speakers join, we will bring them up so you guys will get a chance to learn something that you know you need to know and learn something that you didn't even know you needed to know. All right, I'm excited. All right, I see our speakers coming in. Speakers, will you please make sure that you request to be in the live so that I can bring you up? And that will be great. All right, I'm seeing you guys. Come on in. All right, let's do it. All right, share the live out with at least 5 people and let them know to come on in.
How
Hello,
you
how
doing?
are you? I'm doing great. All right, we have another speaker coming up. Let's bring everybody on up. Okay. All right. So yeah, let's all share to a few other people to get some more folks in the building to join us to watch this information that we're going to be sharing tonight. If any of you are here and you know that someone else needs to be in the building, make sure you share the live with them. So I love doing this marathon on every Saturday and Sunday because we get to share great information with those who are sitting at home and maybe not ready to travel to get information. We just share right here from live, and that's what I love about being able to do this. So I have been doing my fair share of sharing to get some folks in the building. All right, so let's do it. Okay, welcome. All right. So if you guys are ready, let's get started. I'm going to ask our new guest to get started. I know it's your first time It's your first time speaking
It's
with us,
mine.
right? Yes. All right. Mimi's been here before, so she's a regular here. So I'm definitely
Okay.
not talking about Mimi. All right. So what I need to do is give you 13 minutes on the clock to do your presentation so that everyone will get a chance to learn about what you want to share today. And guys, I'm out of town, so I'm a little
Tamika, you
discombobulated, but
said
not
that I
much.
can share this
I'm
on my
going
live as
actually.
well. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and share it. Click the arrow
Arrow.
down at the bottom and
Oh
share
Lord,
it.
hope I do this right. I think.
Just
Oh,
click the
I'm in the
arrow. That's
wrong.
it. You
Yeah,
see the
yeah,
arrow at
but
the
I'm in
bottom of
the
your page?
wrong. Hold up. Let's see. Okay.
Daisy, can you put 13 minutes on the clock? I cannot find my timer. I don't know why. Unbelievable. Hey, guys. All right. There's always some craziness. I don't know. But we always keep going. Okay. I've got a timer on. So if you are ready, I want you to introduce yourself. Let everyone know, who you are and begin to do your presentation. You now have 13 minutes on the clock. And then when you're done, I'll alert you and let you know that you have 2 minutes to tell everyone who you are again, or who you serve, and what your offer is tonight. So if you're ready,
All right.
you can
This is
go.
me. Okay.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tammy Ariola, and I am a senior cosmetologist. I specialize in natural hair. I've been doing hair professionally now for over 14 years. And this is actually, I'm very excited to be here because this is the direction I've been wanting to go in as far as natural hair education. Um, Let me see, I have built courses, but as far as like being continuous as putting them out there, I have not been doing that. So uh, that's just, so what I'm doing is I'm going to be taking a module from my course and introducing that to you all tonight. All right. So, but I thought about it and I have two choices. So I would like for y'all to, I guess, let me know which one you'd be more interested in. So I have one that's learn your client, your natural client through consultation. And then I have my ideal client. So, like, which one would you all be most interested in? Because I know if you're already doing hair, you probably are doing consultations, but just in case, you know. there might be a different interest.
All right. Well, you guys let her know which one you'd be more interested in learning tonight. So give a one if, what's the first
Learn
one
your
about
natural
consultation?
client through consultation, or two, my ideal client, basically like how to get your ideal client.
All right. Those of you who are watching, which one would you like to hear about? Let us know. Put a 1 or a 2. We are ready to know which one you want to hear.
See the comments.
We have a bunch of people on the live. So if you guys are ready to know either one, all right. We've got a
See it
1.
too. Two. I
We've
see
got a
some
2.
twos popping up.
We've got
Okay.
another 2. All right.
All right. See
Okay.
twos mostly.
All right. Well, you
I
have more
know.
2s
No.
than 1s so
Okay.
far. So,
Yeah, and I
all
wanted to
right.
do that. Okay, let's get it.
Majority rules.
All right, you all. So I thought about this because you all know we have some interesting clients, right? But there is a way to get the client that you really want to get and keep. All right. So there are certain things that go into you getting that particular client. All right. And part of that is attracting who you are. So what you want to do is find your tribe. Okay. That's what it's all about, finding your tribe. All right. And not everyone is going to match your energy, but that's okay. And what you would want to do is make that decision pretty much from the consultation. All right. Or that very first appointment that they set. All right. And you can better control this as far as like who gets to sit in your chair. All right. Once you've branded yourself and you've made yourself an in-demand stylist. All right. So let's go with starting with good vibes only. All right. So we got to make sure that whoever's coming to you, your salon, has a very good energy. All right. Because that's very important. All right. Because we are in the salon basically as much as we are in at home. So you can't go all day with having a certain negative or low vibe energy around you for that period of time. All right. So the first thing is your skill. All right. What skills do you have? How are you putting yourself out there? Like, say, for instance, I'm a natural stylist. Are you presenting yourself as a colorist, or maybe you do cuts? So you want to make sure that you are branding yourself to say, this is what I actually do. Because I've noticed that stylists who say they do everything, it's like, it's better to specialize in something, because then you will get that client that's really looking for you. Okay. And so like, are you a braider? And you would say you braid, or whatever it is that you do, that's what it is you want to put out there in the atmosphere. All right. And then the next thing is, how do you view yourself? All right. So I for myself, I feel like I am, a little laid back. I'm low key, but I like to have fun. I like to laugh, joke, and talk about some like real life situations, spiritual conversation. So you want to make sure that whoever is coming to you is pretty much in the same like mindset that you are. Okay. And just how do you view yourself? Do you feel like you're a fun, outgoing type of person? If you are, that's probably the client you're going to get. All right. If you got a little, you're a little extra, then that's the client that's going to come to you. If you got, like, listen, I ain't playing with none of y'all, nobody, that's the client you're going to get. All right. So don't be surprised. I had a friend one time that said, girl, my class is crazy. And I just looked at her and she was like, don't be trying to say I'm crazy. I'm like, but I mean, you are a little bit. So that's the client you're going to get. Right. All right. So the next thing, your client's characteristics. Let me see, make sure my eyes, I need to be wearing some glasses, but it says, what do you want? Well, actually, I'm sorry, what you want. Okay, so this is how you're thinking. You want that client that's consistent, nice, thoughtful, timely, considerate, respectful, no haggling, trusting, accepting, good energy, paying client, sharing, and cool and just fun. But what you sometimes get is inconsistency. All right. You might get a mean or rude client. You get maybe they don't care as much. They're late, inconsiderate, disrespectful. Like we've all had these types of clients before. They haggle with you. They don't trust you. They asking questions like you just explained you've been doing hair for 20 years, but they ask certain questions that is like, okay, just trust me, just trust your stylist. All right, they sometimes bring bad vibes that you don't want. Um, I've had clients say that they didn't want to share information, like they don't want somebody to take their spot, but you want that client that's going to share with other people that, who did their hair, right? You want that client. Um, so, dang, I wish we had like a screen share, but basically, I don't even know if y'all can see this. I have the smiling client and the client that's not so happy. All right. And sometimes people do, they come to the salon like miserable. And I think it is part of our job to try to turn their attitude around. But sometimes that's not always going to happen, and it's okay. But you have to make that decision as to whether or not you want that person to come back. Okay. You also need to think about what your atmosphere is like. Okay. So, is your atmosphere calm and relaxing? Okay. If it is, you're going to probably have those clients that come there for that. They want a calm and relaxing atmosphere. Are you a upbeat and busy type of atmosphere? Artsy and cool. That's another one. And then loud and anything goes. All right. So that's part of you thinking about how your atmosphere flows and what your particular type of client is going to want to come to every each visit. All right. Um, and how you handle your unwanted clients. This is very important. All right. So what you want to do is be very confident in how you speak to them. All right. You want to be direct, not rude, but just direct so that they know, this is what your policies are and you're just not going to stand for anything less. You want to be aware. So meaning just be aware of, what they want and what you're able to give them. All right. Sometimes we're just not in a position to give them what they want, and we have to refer them to the next stylist. You want to use your tools. Okay. So use the tools you have. And when I say that, I mean, I used to use Schedulicity. I don't know other services that do this, but if I really had a client that I did not want to come back, I would have to use my block feature. Okay. And I also did that if there were no call, no shows. I had a very strict policy on that. I believe in that. And because you can give a client a late fee, it doesn't mean that, or no show fee, it doesn't mean they're going to always come back to you. So if they know that they cannot come back to you at all, they are more mindful as to whether or not they're going to show up for their appointment, or at least be courteous enough to call you, text you, email you, or something to let you know they can't make it. All right. You want to protect your business. All right. So make sure you're always protecting the business, meaning based on the entity that you have your business under. All right. I have LLC. So whatever suits you best, but you want to make sure you're always protected. And that way you won't be affected directly by particular clients, because some people are just that petty. Okay. So, and then just don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. Just be conscious of what is going on at the moment, how you're handling your client, and basically like the clients that come to you, just say, okay, you want to hear them, feel them out, and say, okay, is this somebody I would like to come back to me? Are they giving me a hard time? Like, what is happening right now in this consultation or in this first visit? All right. And then you want to be creative too. You want to be able to go, like, use your tools as far as social media. So social media can bring in a good amount of clientele. Google is excellent. Also, what else? Of course, word of mouth. All right. So there's so many avenues for you to get your ideal client, but you always have to use discernment whenever someone comes to you. And this way you can remain to have peace in your business. All right. Because I'll just give you a little backstory. How much time I got, Tamika? Okay,
One
okay,
minute
real
left,
quick.
actually.
So just to let you know, in 2019, I decided to no longer work Saturdays, and that was an absolute like amazing decision I made. And then I ended up not, well, when the pandemic happened, I stopped working in the salon, took my business home, came back to the salon, but I told everyone I was starting over because I really had to uh, recollect like my clientele. I had to think about who was coming to me. I almost threw in the towel a few times because of the clients I had. And now I don't have that issue. I come to work, I look at my schedule. When you look at your book every day, you should feel good about your clientele. You should feel good about coming into work and not ever look at your book and see a name and feel like, oh, I gotta go. She's coming today. You don't ever want to feel like that, towards a client. So just make sure you're mindful as to who you're accepting into your salon, into your chair. All right. Okay. And then I want to, okay, I got the timer. Perfect. All right. Okay. So what I wanted to do is, because I think this is my 2 minutes, right? Okay.
Yes, yes, that was 2 minutes. So, thank you, Tammy, for your information
Okay.
that you just shared with us. The timer goes off because the information that we generally give, we can't
Right.
share everything we
Right.
know with the audience. It
Right.
just doesn't work that way, right? So we share as much as we can, and everyone gets a
Mhm.
chance to know who you are. And what we want them to do is to give you a quick follow and to connect with you. You
Yeah.
said that there's a course and there are some things that you need people to know about. So whatever else you would like to share, I want to ask that you guys give her a quick follow now by clicking the arrow that's right above to make the initial connection. If you've seen her before and you heard something she said that resonates with you and you're ready to take another step forward, then DM her and start a conversation and start, chatting about or asking whatever you want to know. So I want to tell you thank you. I know the timer goes off on everybody. It's like, oh my gosh. But thank you for that. So let me give you 2 minutes on the clock for you to be able to tell us more about yourself and also what it is that you
Okay.
actually have to offer
Okay.
today. So let
Yes,
us
and thank you,
know. Thank you
Tamika.
so
Yes,
much.
please inbox me if you're interested. I do have two courses, and the one is called Learn and Master Natural Styling. So that is me actually going over everything from the basics of natural styling, from your tools, your products, how to do your basic natural hairstyles. And then I also have Natural Business Matters. So that's strictly about business. All right. And I just want to help the next stylist, whether you are a licensed stylist or non-licensed stylist, especially if you're non-licensed, because of the fact that you're not getting the proper education to actually handle certain clientele. And when the people come to you, it's good to at least learn from a professional. Okay, because not all states require a certification or a license, but you at least can know exactly how to handle your client and what to do with their hair, and be able to recognize certain things too. But for my licensed stylist, yes, of course, please, if you need any assistance with natural hair, even if it's a quick question, just inbox me and I'll be able to answer it. But if you're interested in growing your business, and just to let you know, I have operated a six-figure business, so I can help. All right. And yes, I will. Oh, also, I do have a bonus for if you are interested in taking both courses. I have twisting techniques. So I teach you how to do the protective styles as far as adding in hair for twist extensions. All right. Yeah, so that's that.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you so much for your presentation. Guys, make sure you give her a quick follow and get connected if you need more info. So you can hang out with us. You can stay on the screen, and that gives people an opportunity to be able to give you a follow. So just make sure you mute out. And Okay, well, that would have been your 2 minutes. Okay. All right. So yeah, just make sure you mute out. And I thank you again
Thank
for joining us
you.
today. All right. All right. Okay. So we're going to move down to our next speaker. We'll go down to Judy. So Judy, are you ready to do your
ready. How's
presentation
everybody
today?
doing? Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for
Well, we're
having me.
glad to have you. So I'm going to give you
Okay.
13 minutes on the clock so that you can do your presentation. Then the timer will go off at 13. And then we'll give you 2 minutes to let everyone know what you have to offer and any other additional info that you want to share with the audience. So before she begins to speak, I want to let you guys know you are here watching the Masterclass Marathon every Saturday at 12 Eastern and Sundays at 7 Eastern. We're here and we give entrepreneurs an opportunity to come and share information that they have about what they do in their businesses, how they do what they do, because you might want to do exactly what they're doing. You also might be coming here because the entrepreneur is giving you information that you need to grow your business. So we're coming from many different perspectives. I also love to give entrepreneurs an opportunity to share what their offers are. When we're all operating on our own, we say, we'll have to say, hey, hello, will you come into my webinar? Will you come and join me and, find more about what I do? We have to do that individually. But when we're here at the marathon, we're doing it collectively. So without further ado, I welcome you, Judy, to begin to speak. And
Right.
I'm going to put your 13 minutes on the
First
clock.
of all, I want to say thank you,
All right.
Tamika,
Thank
for
you.
actually giving me the platform to be able to share my knowledge and what I do. And I see so many of my clients on here, so I want to say, hey, y'all. So for those who do not know me, my name is Judy Carrasco, also known as Judy the Health Hair Speaker and the Scalp Detox Queen. So what I specialize in is holistic scalp detoxing and creating programs and helping clients that are suffering with scalp maladies. I go deep into like what happens when the scalp, starts to flake. A lot of times people think it's dandruff. People immediately think that, oh, well, I just got dandruff. Let me just throw some oil on my scalp. But one thing I started realizing is that more and more people are having issues with their scalp, and they're thinking that, this is something, if I just scratch my scalp with a comb and shampoo my hair, it's going to go away. But I am a hair loss practitioner. I'm certified. I've been in the industry 17 years, and I actually get down to the root causes of why the scalp is actually inflaming. When our scalp is inflaming and we're having the flakes on our scalp is signaling us and telling us something internally is going wrong. So what I do is I educate based on internal and then external. So I educate clients and other stylists too when it comes to the scalp. So with the Scalp Detox Academy, we pinpoint exactly what type of scalp condition that the person has, and then what treatments are supposed to be given. Everybody's treatment is not going to be the same. So say, for example, someone who has seborrheic dermatitis, which is a yeast buildup that's on the scalp, right? Your scalp is not going to have the same type of treatment as somebody who has dry dandruff, or if they have greasy dandruff. So it's not cookie cutter. So I come from a point of education and actually understanding, like, how can I help my clients to no longer be embarrassed by the flakes, because it's very embarrassing. How can I help my clients to feel more confident? How can I help my clients to have relief? Because a lot of people, they're all the time, their scalp is itching, it's burning. Some people have, when I'm consulting with them, they're like, my scalp feels like it's on fire all the time. And what the Scalp Detox Academy program does, it helps you to pinpoint why are these things happening and how can we now provide the solution to our clients to now be comfortable in their scalp, even if they're going to be wearing wigs, right? Even if they're going to be getting braids or whatever it may be, scalp health comes first. Like I tell people all the time, I'm not one of these stylists that we're just going to just style you up. No, we're going to get to the root of it so that when you do get your braids, now you're not embarrassed because it looked like someone literally took cornflakes and crushed it all over your scalp. So our purpose and our job at the Scalp Detox Academy is to help people to understand. Someone said they can't hear me. Can you guys hear me okay?
I can see you and hear you. So Jeanette, can you go out and come back
Yeah.
and see if that does it. Let us know.
So with scalp education, we are also helping people to understand that, listen, your scalp is speaking to you. With the scalp and pinpointing what's going on in the scalp, you're able to see, this person has low iron. Oh my goodness, this person actually is having a hormonal imbalance, because the scalp is going to tell you that, okay? Our body is created with all these different organisms, and it's a machine with many moving parts. And the scalp is going to always be the beacon that flashes and say, she has a gut issue. That's why I have these certain flakes. Or she has a hormonal imbalance. That's why in this area of the scalp, she's losing her hair. Oh, he has a yeast buildup. That's why he's getting this. So it's all about education first, right? We love to invest in tools. We love investing in products, but we have to take the time to invest in education and actually invest in helping our clients. So what does it look like when you come to the Scalp Detox Academy? It looks like you actually taking the time to understand there are the most common scalp conditions that walk into everybody's salon. There's a top 4 of them. And we go over what those top 4 are. We go over how to spot them. We go over sanitation. Because yes, we learn sanitation in school, but I don't think people actually understand the level of how fast the bacteria can spread. I've consulted with people when they come for a consultation, a microscopic scalp analysis in my clinic. And first thing I ask them is, how did this start? And almost 100%. Well, my mom started having a spot, and the next thing you know, everybody in the house. So I said, are you guys sharing combs? Are you sharing brushes? Are you sharing pillowcases, bonnets, scrunchies? That's cross-contamination, that bacteria spreading from person to person. And then I now have to treat the whole family, and everybody from now on do not share the same comb. So it's educating our clients as stylists, because when you know better, you're going to do better. So that's what I do. I help to educate clients to get, the understanding of their scalp is not just dandruff. And I love showing people their scalp under the microscope, because the microscope is magnified 200 times. And when they see it, to the naked eye, it looked like just a patch, and you could and it's little snowflakes, right? But under the microscope, I'm actually showing clients how the yeast buildup on their scalp is actually eating away at their hair. And that's why oftentimes someone who has an overproduction of yeast, they start having hair loss. So what the scalp detox does, it's a holistic blend of herbs, essential oils, and specialized formulations that help to not only clear the scalp, but it exfoliates it gently. Oftentimes, especially the Black and brown community, your scalp is dry, girl. Oh, throw some oil on it. Grease your scalp. That's what we're taught. But that actually makes it worse. And when I actually educate stylists, like greasing the scalp, oiling the scalp, and someone already has a scalp condition, you're basically accelerating it. That's why in 2 days, the scalp's back dry. It's not a oil issue. It's a moisture issue. It's a bacteria issue. And oil feeds yeast. It feeds fungus. So now we have actually caused that person's scalp to be even worse. So it goes from one situation, we're feeding it, and now it becomes hair loss. So I try to help people to not get to the hair loss part. Let's nip it in the butt here. And it's not just detoxing your scalp, but detoxing your inside as well too. So that's what I do. And I'm passionate. I love educating. And I created the Scalp Detox Academy in order to just share the knowledge and to help stylists to understand that we already have the clients, and it's not about taking on more clients, because we're working hard. It's about the people that we actually already have, educating them on their scalp, educating them on their routine, educating them on their health, educating them on the products they're using and how they're caring for their scalp in order for us to prevent hair loss. And then from there, now we can also have an extra stream of income, because guess what? My scalp detox services, it's an add-on. So I teach client stylists how to work less with the people you already have, by creating other streams of income. So that's what I do. I also have a full-on product line that goes along with the course, and I educate on the product line. What does it do? Why do you use this treatment first? And I have my product line, and it's called Sassafy, and I actually named it after my mom. For her birthday, I wanted to bless her with something, and I named my antifungal and anti-hair loss line after my mom. And Sassafy in French mean that's enough. So it's enough. You guys your scalp been suffering too long. Enough is enough. So that's what I'm on a mission to help people understand. You don't have to lose your hair. You don't have to walk around with thick flakes. You don't have to be embarrassed anymore. You can wear black without having to be like, I want to make sure nobody see. Enough is enough. We're taking back our health. We're taking back our scalps, and we're helping our stylists to take back their time, because you can literally see 3 clients a day and still make what you would have made if you saw 10 clients a day. So it's all about strategy. It's all about working smarter and not harder, but also to helping our clients, because that's the first thing we do. When they sit in our chair, we're there to help them. So that's what I do, y'all. I don't know how much time I have left, but
you have actually 3 minutes left. But if you don't have any more information for us right now, anyone in the audience, if you guys have a question or any type of a comment, you can feel free to put that on the screen right now. So Judy, I'll ask you, so you started doing this, and you recognize, I like that at the end you said that you can service less people and make more money, service less clients. So because you have this specialty, and I think Tammy was saying this earlier about niching down in regards to what it is that you offer. So do most people know that this is your specialty? And do you get other people who come from other stylists who don't do this?
All the time.
Sending their
I have
clients
people
to you
that drive 2 hours one way because they're like, there's nobody in my area. And people in my area, they're like, I've never heard of this before. What? I've never heard of this. So I've serviced small kids who their parents have, like, they don't know what to do because their scalp is looking crazy. I've serviced grown adults. I've serviced, teenagers, and it's on rotation. And guess what? The scalp detox, it does not include a style. It's literally, they're coming in for a consultation. I show them their scalp under the microscope, and I tell them this is your customized treatment. I give them their treatment. They're under the treatment machine 15 minutes. Antibacterial light is on. I do my therapeutic shampoo session, do my therapeutic scalp conditioning and massage. I finish off with post-treatment products. They get retail, and I could either blow dry them, or they can leave with their hair in 2 pigtails or however they want, but they don't get styled, and that's it. And I rebook them. I need to see you in a week because of the level of your scalp's condition. And then literally after like 30 days, some of them, they're seeing the results. The results are amazing. And you can see my page and the Scalp Detox Academy befores and afters. It's education. And I tell people, throw all your grease away, throw your hair oils away. While you're on this treatment, we're not doing none of that. And they realize my scalp didn't need the oil because your body's producing its own oil. That's why at the end of the day, we all got that greasy T-zone. That's sebaceous glands that's already producing oil. So once they see that, oh, it's just a matter of me cleansing myself. It's a matter of me actually taking initiative, eating right, exercising. I did a reel where I said, ladies, if your scalp is dry, you need to add cucumber to your diet. Cucumber has silica in it. That not only is going to help to keep you moisturized, it's going to make your skin and your hair more beautiful. And it fights toxins that's in your gut. Where does these come from? In the gut. And then the gut signals us something is wrong, and it signals us by giving us that band of flakes around here. So
I eat it, juice so it. I'm happy. I eat cucumbers.
Put it in your salad. But that's what I do, right, and that's what I'm on a mission to help other people to realize it's all about education.
I love it. We all love it. So I want to tell you, thank you for coming in tonight, sharing this information. Yes, and enlightening us. That's what I love about the marathon. There's always going to be new information that someone didn't have. We all get enlightened about something new. We understand something even more. And we also had a chance to meet you, to know that this is what you do. You also are educating others. So right at this point, I'd love to give you 2 minutes on the clock so you can have an opportunity to tell us where you are located. And you already told us who you serve, but where you're located, who you serve, and what is it that you have as an offer tonight? What can people purchase
I'm located
from you?
I'm located in South Florida in Palm Beach County. And I have an offer tonight where my Scalp Detox Academy course is actually 50% off for this marathon. And you can click the first link in my bio and it says the Scalp Detox course. It's broken down into 4 payments so you can, take your time and learn. And literally you go at your own pace. There is no, oh, I gotta hurry before, it's lifetime. You're not gonna ever get kicked out of the videos and things like that. So it's online. Now, if somebody wants me to physically come into their salon and spa and train and certify their actual team, then we could talk about that as well too. They could just DM me. So right now everyone can text the word Scalp Detox. I have all the information in my bio. Text the word Scalp Detox to 866-859-3599 and it will get you onto my text list, so that way you can keep up with when I'm going live and then other offers that I might have. And the great thing about the academy is it's online. You also get a digital workbook and you also get a physical copy that shows you the recipes. It shows you how to consult with your clients and your customers and how to actually build your Scalp Detox business as well too. So first link in my bio here on Instagram, it's the Scalp Detox course.
All right. So you guys are out there watching, you're watching the Masterclass Marathon. Make sure you give all the ladies a follow, give a quick follow, especially if you've heard something that resonates with you. I also want to let you know what I love about doing this is that there are 6 degrees of separation. You might hear the information and it might not be you that actually needs her services. It might be a friend of yours, a family member, or someone else. All you have to do with Instagram is click the arrow. So give them a follow first, and then you can click the arrow to share that person with another person. Also, quick tip. Do you guys know that on Instagram, if you want to share someone's whole profile with another person, you go to their Instagram page, and then at the top you click and you can click on, I think it's like 3 dots or something, 3 dots, or I don't know what it is, 3 dots. And you can click to copy their profile, their whole profile, so that you're copying their Instagram page, and then you can paste it into a text, or you can DM it to someone, whatever you want to do, and you can send the whole profile. So that person gets this chance to go to their page and then click around and learn everything they need to know. Just a quick tip, because sometimes you need to know a little bit more. I'll tell y'all more about that Instagram stuff a little bit later, but I needed you to know to be able to do that, because when you're here, you meet someone, you learn something new, and I want you to share the other person. All right. Thank you, LaShawna. So, all right. That's pretty much, all right. So how else can you watch this, guys? If you are just joining and you missed the first presentation and you just missed the second one, you can come right back and watch it right here on Tamika James, the page. And you also can watch it on my YouTube channel, which is Entrepreneur Speak with Tamika James. So you have a lot of other opportunities to still view the info that was given out tonight. All right. Okay. Well, Judy,
thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for letting us know.
It. I will.
Thank you. All right. Hang out with us because Mimi is up next to speak. All right. In the meantime, guys, remember you can still continue to follow everyone. All right, Mimi, you are up. Let me get your 13 minutes up on the clock to give you an opportunity to do your presentation this evening. So thank you for joining, and it's your turn. All right.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mimi Schiffer. I'm a social media coach for mompreneurs and entrepreneurs, and I'm excited to be with you here tonight. I can't believe it's already into December. The new year is going to be here before we know it. So I want to share some social media statistics with you, because what Judy said, we want to work smarter and not harder. So here are some statistics about social media usage, and then I'm going to talk about some of the mistakes a lot of people are making, so you can think on those and start crafting your strategy to crush your social media goals in 2023. 4.5, I love that, you love that, 4.59 billion people worldwide use social media, which is 59% of the population. And the daily usage is 2 hours and 28 minutes. So people are online, they are scrolling, and here are a few mistakes that people are making, that business owners, that entrepreneurs are making in using their social media that is keeping them from converting sales and generating more leads. So mistake number one is not using short form video. You guys, if you are not using Reels and TikToks, then you need to get up with the game. It's the greatest way to grow your reach because the Reels and TikToks are shown to people who are not necessarily your followers, okay? They're shown to everyone. So if you aren't using that style of social media, you need to get on board. I know it's a little bit scary, but I promise you, if you start using it inside a group, or if you start just doing short, funny karaoke reels, or just pointing, you will get the hang of it and you will start showing up more often and more comfortably online in short form videos. So get started. Mistake number two is uploading your Reels and TikToks with a watermark and trying to repurpose them on another platform. Here's a quick and easy way to avoid that. Do not post TikTok videos on Instagram or Instagram Reels on TikTok because the algorithms do not like seeing repurposed content branded for another platform on their platform. So before you go to post a Reel or a TikTok, download it to your camera roll. Quick, easy, simple. Then you can upload it to that other platform without a problem. Do not cross-purpose and publish videos that are branded with a watermark. There are some watermark removal sites. They don't work great. They do leave a residual smudge, but if you have forgotten to save something to your camera roll before you post it, you can try using one of those watermark removal sites. Just Google that because there are several out there. So that's mistake number two. Mistake number three is not going live. You guys, it is so easy to go live and just talk to people and share your information, educate, entertain, or inform people just by going live. It can be a couple of minutes a day. You can go live in your stories on Instagram. You can also go live on your feed, right? You can collaborate with other people just like we're doing here in the Masterclass Marathon, and you widen your reach every single time you do that. So if you aren't using a live mechanism on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, then you really should be. I promise it will help you grow your reach and improve your conversions. Mistake number four is low quality content. Put your heart and soul. Don't worry about saving the best information for behind the screen in your programs. Share some of your really good information because it's information that people need. And the more you relate to them, the more you give them information that's helpful to your niche, the more they are going to follow you and engage with you. And the more likely they are to become a lead and convert to a sale. Okay? So don't save your best stuff. Hand out meaningful, valuable content to help serve your audience. Mistake number five is bad lighting. When we are making Reels and TikToks, when we're going live, and even in our stories or photographs, we are not always sure to use good lighting. Ring lighting is great. As you can see, I'm in my bedroom, so it is messy. I intentionally did not turn on the lights because my bed is not as beautiful as it should be. But I've got a ring light, so this is good lighting on my face. The number one way to keep people scrolling is to not use good lighting. And we know there is so much social media content out there. People are being bombarded with it. So you want to do something to stop the scroll. The number one thing you can do is make sure you're showing up in good lighting and people can see you and see what you're saying. As a part B to that, use captions. You guys, when you're going live in your stories, when you're creating reels, talking reels, make sure you've got your captions on because most people are looking at content online without volume. They're sneaking it at work, I suspect. And you want to make sure that they can still view and consume your content even if the audio is not available. Okay, number 6, not optimizing your bio. we know that hashtags are not nearly as important as they have been in the past on Instagram, for example. It's all about SEO. So make sure that you are describing yourself in your name tag, in the name of your account, and optimizing your bio by including keywords and focusing on outcomes. It's really important. We know what we do for people, but we need to make sure that we're illustrating for people who are stopping and seeing our bio and looking at our feed, our account. We need to make sure that they are seeing what outcomes they can get by working with us. So make sure you're focusing on outcomes, because you know your transformation process, but all they really care about is what they're going to get after working with you, right? What is the transformation process that you can promise them that they will get for working with you? So make sure you're optimizing your bio with lots of keywords. Number 7, no context. I can't tell you how many times I see people posting reels, TikToks, photographs, leading to other content, but not providing any context. Remember, there are so many social media messages and content pieces coming at people on a minute by minute basis. If you aren't providing any context, any frame, it's like any framework is like having a picture on the wall with no frame. It's beautiful. It might be intriguing, but without that frame around it, it really doesn't sell the piece, right? Think of your context as the frame around the artwork that you are asking people to engage with, right? Tell them what it is you're doing. Make sure you're using, even if you take a photograph of yourself and put some keywords on it, make sure that every one of your reels has a cover slide, right? And provide some context. And that goes into the next tent. On the next mistake people are making, not putting a hook on their reels, on their content. You need to provide a hook, and here's why it's important. Because they are scrolling. That hook is going to pull people in. And so that's why the cover slide is so very important. You need to provide that hook to pull them in and get them to pay attention to your content, right? So a hook would be 5 reasons you need this in your life. 3 ways to reach your audience. 2 tips I wish I'd known before I started my business. Numbers really sell, but you can talk about mistakes. There are all kinds of hooks that you can utilize. You can talk about mistakes, hints, tips, tools. There are all kinds of hooks that you can use, but providing that hook gets people to pay attention. So make sure you're using that. And the last hint, number 9, is not using a call to action. When they have consumed your content in your caption or in the text on your short form video, you need to make sure that you are telling them what to do next. Leaving them breadcrumbs, asking them to take that next step with you. Is that leaving an emoji or hearting that piece of content if they relate to it? Is that asking them to DM you for the next step in their funnel, is in your funnel? Is that asking them to share it with someone who could relate or could use this information? Or is that saving that content so they can refer to it later? You need to give them a hook to get them in, and you need to provide a call to action to make sure that they take the next step with you. So those are the hints. I'll go over them again really quickly. Mistake number 1 is not using short form video. Mistake number 2 is uploading videos, short form videos with watermarks from other platforms. Mistake number 3 is not going live. Number 4 is using low quality content. Number 5 is bad lighting. Mistake number 6 is not optimizing your bio. Mistake number 7 is not providing context on your content. Mistake number 8 is not doing a hook, not having a hook at the beginning of your content. And mistake number 9 is not using a call to action. All those things are going to be super important because, as we know, more and more people are utilizing these platforms to sell their products and services. And if you want to stand out, it used to take 8 to 12 touches for people to make a purchasing decision. Now it's taking like 21 touches, according to some sources, 21 touches for them to even remember who you are and take that very first step to engage with your content. So if you want to stop the scroll and have a more strategic, more beneficial, more generational, I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought, more context and more leads and sales in your social media strategy, then employ these 8 simple mistakes. Use these and craft your strategy going into 2023 so you can crush your social media goals, generate more leads, and create more sales for your business. And that's what I've got for you tonight, Tamika.
Thank you so much, Mimi. Oh man, all right. So there's just a few minutes left on the clock, and I'm gonna just pause this so you can have your 2 minutes to let us know about what you actually have to offer this evening. I just want to say thank you for giving us those stats. Thank you for enlightening us on the things in regards to social media, things that we need to be focusing on. You know, this marathon, it brings us back to reality. Every time we're here, it's like you've heard some of these things before, and some of these things you just didn't pay attention to. But it's like when you hear it, it's like, oh, wait, I need to get on top of these things. How many times have people been speaking about that thing when it comes down to the watermarks and moving your content over to another platform? And here's the real deal. Can you do it? Absolutely. Mimi didn't tell you that you can't do it. She told you that the algorithm and the platforms don't like the watermarks that are coming from another platform. So here's the thing. The craziness is you guys see people doing these things all the time. You do it all the time. And you don't understand why your reach is not that far. It's not that you can't do it. It's not the best. You got to know what's the best. Just like Judy was saying about oiling the scalp. People oil the scalp all the time. It's not the best, but people are still doing it. And there are spaces in time when you do certain things, but you have to know when and why and how and why not to do things. So
You're
thank
welcome.
you for that, Mimi. All right, I'm going to give you 2 minutes on the clock. Thank you. 2 minutes on the clock to let us know what you actually have to offer tonight.
I would like to say one of the key reasons, and I'm so glad you brought it up, Tamika, one of the key reasons you should not use watermarks on different platforms is that if you do it once, the platform recognizes that it's content from another platform and it won't push it out to as many people, many accounts. If you continue to cross-publish content, then they will permanently punish your account, right? And not allow you to reach as many people. So it's really important to make sure that you save your short form video to your camera roll and don't post your content. Just because it hurts you in the short term, it may be time saving, sure, but it hurts you in the short term and it definitely hurts you in the long term. So my name is Mimi Sheffer. I'm a social media coach, visibility strategist, and branding expert for mompreneurs and entrepreneurs. And I help people reach more people with every post. Basically, I tell you how to work that algorithm to really increase the range and the reach on every single post. So if you aren't running ads and reaching more people, you really need to learn how to increase your organic reach, and that's what I help you do. The thing I'd like to share with you tonight that I'm offering, 2 things. There is a visibility strategies ebook. It's available at the link in my bio. It is on sale now for the holiday season at just $17. It's called How to Generate Attention and Attraction. Super helpful, packed full of information, just $17. So you can get that at the link in my bio. The other thing I want to share with you that I offer is what's called a social media audit. And it is an opportunity for me to look at your top 2 platforms of choice, find the mistakes, then you will get a detailed report, and we have a strategy call where you and I can talk about how to employ strategy to make micro shifts in your strategy to increase your organic reach, generate more leads, and convert more sales. So it's not a complete redo. I'm not going to tell you that you have to start from scratch. I'm going to give you small shifts in strategy to help you go further faster with what you already have. So that is also available in my bio. You can click the link in my bio and get that as well. So I hope to connect with each and every one of you and provide you with those audits, and definitely pick up that visibility strategies. It's going to help you craft your strategy and your social media presence in 2023. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you so much. Thank you again. All right, guys, make sure you give Mimi a follow. If you're just joining, you guys are watching the Masterclass Marathon. We're consistently here on Saturdays and Sundays, and you can come and you can grab a quick tip. You can get refreshed on information. You can learn something brand new that you've never heard before, something that'll get you to moving. That's what this is all about. The marathon is also all about exposure for entrepreneurs who have something to share with the rest of the world. We don't have to do this alone. We don't have to tell people, hey, come over here, get into my masterclass and, learn, get some information from me now. And then you tell them about something else. Yes, you can do that. And we all do. But we can do it in another way, which is to come here and do our masterclasses right here. Share 13 minutes of information with the audience. And then you have an opportunity to share what you actually have to offer. It's the same thing you're doing in your masterclasses, guys, but you're doing it alone. And let me tell you something, when you do it alone and sometimes you get 3 people, 5 people, 10, maybe 20. Right here on this live, when I close it out, it shows me how many people have come through this masterclass marathon. Some of you that are watching, you watch for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. There are some of you that come and you join and you stay the entire time. Sometimes we're here for 30, 40 minutes, an hour. We've been here sometimes up to 2 hours, depending on how many speakers are actually on for the evening. But can you just imagine that this is an opportunity for exposure, to let people see who you are. Let them hear what you do. Let them hear how you speak about your business. Let them see that you are into what you do. That's all people really want to know. Who are you? What do you do? What do you share? And are you for me? They're looking for your personality. They're looking for the type of information that you share. They're looking to just determine if you are their person. You've got to get in front of more people. So with that said, I'm going to say that this platform is open to entrepreneurs who are interested in coming here to share who you are with other people who can either connect with you, learn from you, or buy from you. Who knows? So how can you be a speaker? masterclassmarathon.com. That's all you have to do is go there. We're consistently looking for more speakers. masterclassmarathon.com. You fill out a quick application and you can be one of the speakers here to get exposure. The other way that you can do this is to connect with me by clicking on the link in my bio. And you can scroll down and you'll see that there's a link there to fill out to be a speaker at the Masterclass Marathon. I like talking about automations and making it easy for people. So I've just told you guys 2 different ways that you can get in. All right, so thank you to all the speakers that have been here this evening sharing all this amazing information about getting your ideal customer, understanding about the scalp and what you need to do, and where you can get information on how you can begin to grow that part of your business by having an add-on service. If you're a professional, you want to learn that, and Mimi share information about social media. Now, I'm going to speak briefly tonight because let me tell y'all something. All right. Thank you so much. Yes, I love automation. So I am Coach Tamika James. I am a former cosmetologist turned into a life and business coach. I introduced myself that way because I can't forget about my past, but I have moved forward, okay? Don't ask me to do your hair. Don't ask me to do nothing with your hair, please. You can ask me a tip, but that's it. I'm not doing it. I don't even want to do my own hair, all right? So I love, in opposition to all of that, I love helping entrepreneurs and especially those in the beauty industry to understand how to run your business, because I've done it for over 20 some odd years, more like close to 30. I've done a lot of automations, a lot of digital products, which has helped me to shift from behind the chair to where I am right now. I want to share with you right now. I mean, if you guys pay attention to my background, I'm not home, and I get to travel whenever I pretty much choose to do so. So I'm out here visiting my daughter. You know, she got her new place and I'm here helping her to decorate, and we're just having a good old time. If you watch my stories, you'll see we were working out yesterday and having some fun and just doing a lot of great things. But today is Sunday. I flew out yesterday on Saturday to be here. And I ain't gonna tell y'all when I go back. That's just too much, right? That's just way TMI, okay? But what I want to tell you is I'm able to do that based upon the nature of the business that I run. I can be on a flight and I can work from anywhere. All I need is a phone or my computer, which is right here on my lap. That's all I need. So, my question is, What is it that you really want out of your life, and what are you aiming to do? What do you know? What do you have to offer? And you have to make sure that you share that with the world. The reason why I am, and yes, I do still have digital products for sale. I have over 100 some odd instructional videos that are based upon beauty that are still available. I still keep my tamikasbeauty.com website open and available. And I do pay the cost to be the boss. I'm going to tell y'all that because I pay to keep that site running. I could shut it down and say, oh, I don't want to pay for that anymore. But when you have digital products, people should be able to get to them. So it's still open and available. I also want to let you guys know that I absolutely love social media, and I understand what it does for me, for my business, and what it does for other people's businesses. So I shared a little bit about my life just now so that you can understand that you can run any kind of business as long as you can keep yourself visible, that so that people know that you do exist and what you do. I've had a complete shift. Those of you who may be watching right now, you know me from servicing clients, you know me from educating at trade shows, you know me from doing my digital products, you know me from having my own tool line, my own, that I'm an author. There are a lot of things. But when things change for you and your business, you can utilize social media to tell everyone, hey, I'm not doing that anymore. This is what I'm doing. But if you don't utilize your social media and you've moved across the country like I did, I moved 1,100 miles away. I used to live in New Jersey and I now live in Miami. I can work from anywhere. So I had to make sure that people knew that I'm no longer doing this and I'm now doing this. So I'm saying this because this is my real life. And the reason why I'm able to do this is because I've made decisions along the way and I'm very strategic in everything that I do. Now, I want to talk a little bit about social media because it's a thing that is either propelling you forward or holding you back. People don't see you because you're not doing certain things. You've heard the word consistency when it comes to social media. I don't want to see another one of you with a page that is live and you're running this business and you haven't posted in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, 10 days. It's been a week. It's been almost 2 weeks for some of you. I look at some people's pages and you're posting today and then it's another month. We are not doing that. If you are open and in business, I want you to showcase that. I want you to know, I talk about this often. If you go to someone else's page and you hit one video or picture or whatever, and then you scroll to the next one and you see this gap in time, it sends a message. And that message is, are they really serious about their business? Are they really still in business? Because things are changing. Are they still doing what they're doing? Is something else happening? Can I still buy from them? They don't know. So if you are that person, this is what they're looking at and this is what they're believing. Okay, so they're getting confused. Now, I want to talk about a couple of things, and consistency is a word that tells you to keep on track. But there are some reasons why you guys aren't consistent. Now, one thing I want to talk about is you're not consistent because you feel this lack of creativity. It's a real thing. You say to yourself, I don't know what to post. I mean, I've been posting for like a whole year. And even though I'm posting today and then posting 5 or 10 days later, I don't really know what else to post. I don't know what else to do. Like, I'm tired already. So you have a lack of creativity. What you do need is to find a location where you can get that creativity pumped up, where you can understand what else you can do, where you can get a strategy so that you know that these are 3 things that I can consistently do that will let my page consistently run. One of the things that I do is I have a strategy where I know what I want to talk about for this week. And that's the same stuff I'm putting in my emails. And it's the same stuff that I'm putting on my social media. And it's a consistent connection of the 2 things. And when you know what you want to talk about, it really is tied to your money. What do you need to make money on? What do you have that you need to tell people about that they need to see? If you don't want to be creative, you need to think about the fact that your money is tied to this non-creativity that you're calling yourself not having. So think about what you have to offer. If you sell a product, if you have a service, and if you're a service-based business, you should probably have a minimum of 5 services. Even if Judy down there is doing these scalp detoxes, She has this type of scalp detox, this one, and this one. She told us that she has several of them. She gives people a regimen. Why don't you talk about each of the different detoxes that you offer on a different post? You're saying you don't know what to post. Just take what you have and break those things down and share individual pieces of information in regards to what it is that you have to offer. If you make money with each detox, you should share the detox with the audience. If you also offer blowout services, hair extension services, whatever it is that you do, think about what you offer and tell somebody that that's something that they need to know. You want to put a picture up of the thing, put a new picture or old picture. Now, I'm going to move you into another thing that I want to share tonight, which is, oh my gosh, I made a big boo-boo, okay? I'm going to tell y'all my real big boo-boo. I'm so serious. I shoot so much content that my phone was super full, and my iCloud, which holds 2 terabytes of storage, was completely full. 2 terabytes, y'all. That's how much content. So if you want to know, like, if I'm really doing this social media thing, I'm shooting content all the time. Things people have never even seen are still on my phone. But here's what I want you to know. I shot so much content on my phone that the iCloud was completely full, that my phone was full, and it could no longer back up to the iCloud. I don't know if anyone else has ever experienced this, but it was so much in the cloud that it can't back up. Meaning that cycle that your phone does when, you know, something new, you get new phone numbers, all these things, your phone will back up everything. But when it's full, it can't back up. That's what happened to me. And then last week, someone stole my phone. I was just out trying to have my best life, y'all. I live in Miami. I went out to one of the spots where I could have a good time, you know, living my best life. And someone came by and snatched my phone right out of my pocketbook. And then as I'm leaving the party, I look on the wall and I'm talking to the bouncer and I'm like, is there anything we could do or whatever? He's like, look. And he shows me a sign on the wall that says, watch out for pickpocketers. Oh, gee, thanks. Thanks for showing me when I left. Anyway, my phone wasn't backed up. I want to tell you this story because as much as I back up things and I do all of these things, it was not fully backed up. Now, here's what was great. A week before, I actually was, I contacted Apple and I had them to help me to back up my photos. So a week before I backed up my photos to my computer, which further clouded everything up. But in any case, guys, take the time to do my next thing that I want to share with you. Stop and clear out old photos and videos. When they're duplicates, when your phone is full, I need you to clear it out so you can still be able to do a proper backup so you never lose anything. Also consider backing up to your computer, back up to your portable hard drive as well so you don't lose information. My life was happening so fast. Honestly, guys, I was on top of it, but everything that's in my phone, I still couldn't save because anyway, I don't even talk about it. I'm sad. But I want to tell you not to make the mistake and not delete things that you're not using. So here's the best way that I delete. When I was on my flight on the way here, guys, I deleted 300 videos. Here's what I did. I go back in time on my phone. Just go all the way back. Stuff you know that you're probably not going to need because it's been in the phone for a year, 2, 3 years, who knows. You go back to things you know you're not going to need. It's easier to delete those. And you begin to do the deletion on things you know you're not going to touch. Okay? So I want to get off of that because I didn't even intend to talk about that long, but I really want to give y'all a real life story because this is real talk here. Okay, so I want to give you a quick tip, something you can use right away. Some of you feel like you have a lack of creativity because you're like, I don't really know how to edit and do all of these things. I totally have a place where I help you to learn how to edit your videos, but one of the hacks is that you use the app called CapCut, CapCut. CapCut has something, and it is called, oh my gosh, I tried to write it down for you. Wait. I'm gonna tell you. It's called a shortcut. So if you go in CapCut and there's a menu there, and then you click on shortcut, and what you can do with shortcut is that you can drop a bunch of videos in there real quick, and it will generate like snippets of each of the videos, and it'll create transitions, and it'll make your video look super fun. If you want to see one that I just created, go in my stories. My daughter and I were working out, and we took videos of all the different workouts that we did. And then I went into CapCut. I hit shortcuts, and I dropped a bunch of videos in, and it just created like a whole bunch of videos and transitions. Okay, so it's a quick, easy way to take a bunch of things that you have in your camera roll and create some excitement around your content instead of just posting a regular video, instead of just posting a picture. If you're servicing clients for my beauty preneurs, and you have different angles of the person's head, you can use this feature and you can let it capture the front of them, the side of them, the back of them. And now your video doesn't look like you're just shooting a straight on video. Now, that is one thing that you could use. Okay, so what I want to also tell you guys is that there are plenty of apps that I use. I will use the app that is appropriate for the thing I want to do. I have a lot of apps in my phone. I don't use all of them at the same time. But I want you to know that when you understand what they all do, you can not feel like you have to be as creative as you thought you needed to be, because the app can do the work for you. Instagram has editing features as well, just in case you didn't know. I took you over to an app, but Instagram has templates where you can get ready to make a reel, which is what you all should be doing, because reels give you more reach. And you can take the photos of your work or whatever it is that you want people to see, and you can go in there and you can scroll and find someone who posted a video in reels that used template. You'll see it right there. It'll say template. And then you click it, and then you can now use the same template that they use, and you just drop a bunch of videos in, and Instagram will create the same thing I just spoke about, and it'll add all your videos up. It'll put the music, it'll do transitions and all the fun stuff that people like to watch. So your content is not just plain and boring and dry. Okay. So how can you find out about this type of stuff? If you're feeling like your creativity is low and you don't know what else to do, I got two things for you. One is that I have a membership called Underground Biz Group, UBG. I am going to ask you to click the link in my bio and join me at totally no cost. You can get in for free. We have free lessons tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for social media. Just come to see what we're talking about. I teach you something every single Monday at 10 a.m. I use my phone and I connect my phone and I show you how to do different things. You follow along. You're live with me. You get to ask questions about what I just did. Those of you who are members of UBG, when the lesson is done, the recording goes in the portal. There are over 100 social media lessons that are in there, because this membership has been running since January of 2021, weekly. Every week there's another lesson that's live, and then it goes in as a recording. Now, how do you get in? Click the link in my bio and it'll say get in UBG free. Okay, it'll let you in for free. I want you to check your email after this, after you click to get in for free, because you're going to get login details and it's going to let you see the lessons. Now, there are a lot of other free items I've left you in there. I already know that when you click the button tonight, don't watch Netflix. Just binge watch the other things that I left in there for you, for your business and for your social media. Okay, so you can watch that stuff. Now, you're going to see something, which is that there are tabs that you cannot click on. You can't get in. And so that you don't feel so much FOMO, if you're ready to make the purchase to get in the full membership, you can just click the link and you can buy it. I'm giving it to you for free, but I'm telling you that you're going to want to buy it. I will let you see all of the lessons that we have for today, tomorrow morning and tomorrow evening. I got to tell you about this too. We have a young lady that comes into the membership that talks about your money. Her session is at 8 p.m. tomorrow night. You get in that one for free tomorrow as well. You want to come and get your money right? I need you to go to the place where the information is located. Okay. Now, I also want to tell you there's a second thing that's happening tomorrow morning in the social media segment. Some of you don't want to do it. You don't want to do the social media. You keep saying to yourself, my creativity is down. You have all these excuses. You say you don't have time. You don't know what to do, all of the things. Well, what if you can come into UBG tomorrow and you can join the segment, the small segment where I have someone that comes in and teaches you how to get a virtual assistant. Also, that will teach you how to get a social media manager. Let me help you understand something. You guys are very smart. You're running your businesses. You understand that things need to be done. You say you don't have time, but you do have money. So if you don't want to do it, I need you to use the money and pay someone to do it. Don't let your social media look dry and nasty and like you're not in business. Don't do it. Either you learn how to do it and you do it, or you pay someone. It's just that simple. It's just the same as ordering Uber Eats. You don't feel like cooking food, you click the button and you get somebody to bring you food. You don't need to cook it or anything. It's the same thing. You don't feel like going to the grocery store, you do Instacart. We've got all of these things available. No more excuses. Stop saying that I don't know, and then now you don't understand why you can't get more money. It does take money to make money. So I'm going to show you how to do it, and then we're going to have a segment where if you don't want to do it, you're going to learn how to hire the person. Now, in regards to hiring, some of you haven't hired someone because you don't know how to hire them. You don't know what to look for. You don't know what to ask for. So then you don't look for the person. Some of you think it'll cost you $1 million, and you should know that it won't. So I want you to learn how to do all areas, and then you pick your choice. But your social media better not be looking dry. If I see another one of y'all pages that says I'll go in there and I don't see you posting for 3, 5, 7 days, you know what? On site, I'm clicking. I'm sending you a message. I'm sending you a message because I'm tired of it, and it's not right. And y'all better stop it. Your money is tied to your visibility. Somebody type that on the screen, please. Your money is tied to your visibility. Now you have to ask yourself the question, what am I going to do about this? Because I should be making more money. What am I going to do? All right, listen, join me. Click the link in my bio to get in UBG for free, totally free, tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. I need to see a whole lot of you. Everybody that's here should be in there tomorrow. I need to see y'all, okay? And if you guys that are on the screen, y'all want to come, you can come too. Listen, let me tell y'all something that bugs me out too. People are in business and hear something that could benefit their business, and they think that they're in business, so they shouldn't just go learn something else. You can't just run your business without learning something new that'll take your business to the next level. Just because everybody shows up together doesn't mean that we don't all still need the same stuff. So if y'all want to come, you're welcome. Click the link, join. I'll see you in the morning. All right, guys, that's it. I want to close out the live. I want to tell you all, thank you all for joining the Masterclass Marathon tonight. I hope that you were inspired, empowered, that you learned how to do something tonight. I hope that you met someone that you actually need, or someone that you can share with another person. One of the above. I hope that something happened for you tonight while watching the Masterclass Marathon. I want you to know that you can still share this out. If you found great value in this, don't just sit here and just watch us. After it's over, you can still share a live that's already done with another person. Click the little arrow and share it out. Okay, guys, this can be found on my page, Tamika James. It can be found on Entrepreneur Speak on YouTube. And that's pretty much it. So does anyone have anything final that you need to say before we close out? I will give you guys an opportunity to speak if you do have anything you want to say before we close out to all my speakers.
Yes, I actually forgot to say where I was based out of. I'm in the DMV, Maryland. All right. So if anyone is here in the Maryland, the DMV area, that's where I am. And I do give one-on-one lessons as well for natural hair services. All right. So everyone have a good night. Okay.
Great night. Does anyone want to add anything, or are you guys complete? Good. Okay. All right. Okay. We're closing out. See you guys next week. And please delete those things out of your phone. Don't have my situation.
Thank you so much.
It's not fun. Okay. And I'll see you guys in the morning, whoever is coming. Bye now.